because today I'm talking to my boy Sean Burychka about his at bats, and it doesn't get much better than that for baseball content. This dude loves to talk baseball, and he loves to watch baseball. So I'm excited to see what you have to say because you're you told me the other day when we were looking at this, you were like, "Yeah, that swing looks really bad. Like I didn't really feel good." And then you come up in your next at bat. So we'll just take a look. So I got this here, and we got this is AJ, right?
Yeah, that's AJ.
So AJ's up 0-0, and he hits this. So you're standing on deck, right? So what are you thinking in this situation, down 1-0, bottom four, standing on deck? Like, what are you thinking? What's kind of like your routine usually when you're on the deck? What's your usual approach?
Um, Nothing crazy right there. Down 1-0, bottom of the fourth. I think we only had one hit at the time, so I'm really just trying to hit a ball hard up the middle, really, and put together a good at bat so the people behind me can get their timing down and like see a lot of the pitchers' pitches.
So you like it a lot when the dudes in front of you kind of give you some time to think. Like he's first pitch here, so like you were saying, you want to work good at bat and give players behind you a chance to get the timing and get their thoughts down. So like, do you like when the guy ahead of you kind of like works with a nice long AB? Does that make you feel different from that bat versus like this where he is the first pitch for a hit?
Yeah, well, I mean, I like what AJ did here. He saw a first pitch he liked, so we put a good swing on it. I'm obviously not going to complain about that, but yeah, I like when the guy in front of me sees a lot of pitches because one, it's wearing down the pitcher, and then two, you're seeing a lot of the pitchers, off speed pitches. So how his changeup's looking, how his breaking balls, the action on those pitches, so you can like get a feel for how your at bat's going to go.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of foreshadowing there with you like the first pitch because the first pitch action a little bit, but not here. So you're in the box, and I was looking at these before you got on, and we talked about this the other day. You have a really big presence in the box. So like number 36, you got the elbow guard on, you got the leg guard on, like you got the swag. You're standing in there big. So like, what are you always looking for? Are you just hunting fastball 100% of the time?
Yeah. I'm gonna be looking for a fastball because if he's gonna give me a first pitch fastball, uh, odds are I'm probably not gonna get another. I might get one more fastball on that at bat. So that's gonna be the best pitch to hit, most likely. If it's in the zone, I'm either gonna be 0-1 or I'm gonna put a good swing on it. That's my mentality.
Here, I saw the other day you do that rep for every time you step in the box. I really like that. Like,
Mhm.
so that's a good take. We were talking before the season even began, like a couple weeks before the season, about you were like, yeah, I kind of got this toe tap going on right now. So like, say a little bit about what you were working with before, and then what you're working with now, and kind of like how that changed a little
Yeah. So before the season and during the winter, my swing felt pretty good. I had a little, not like a leg kick, but just my front foot would hover above the ground for a little bit, and then once I decided to swing, my foot would come back to the ground. But that's a lot of moving parts, and I found myself, I'm a bigger dude, so I don't have to swing too hard, and I found myself landing hard on my front foot um, in the box, and so now I switched to a no stride approach where it's really just like I get my foot down early and just keep my heel off the ground on my front foot, and then bring my heel down when I swing. So it's the same premise. I can still get into my back hip, and I don't lose much power, but my head stays still, so it helps my pitch recognition.
bit. And I really like that toe tap. It's super simple, and it's the kind of thing that it will probably take a little bit of getting used to because a swing change like that, like always will. But once you can kind of get used to it, you're not going to be sacrificing.
Yeah, yeah,
Come here, you're hunting fastball. You're hoping to
yeah,
get one that you can crush,
yeah. 1-0. I'm on offense right here.
and he's in. He's working you in. You said to me, which is the kind of setting up the end of this at bat a little bit, because you told me that you were kind of trying to bust you in the whole day.
Yeah, yeah, and that's not something I'm normally used to from pitchers. Normally they try to stay away, but this kid had a pretty good run on his two seam, so he liked throwing it inside.
Yeah. So you told me that was the first thing you said. You were like, yeah, today was usual because they tried to bust me in a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. You said you got the long arms, so you got to be quick to that inside half.
Yeah.
And then this is a strike. We talked about this the other day. They marked it 3-0, but that's a strike. So it's about to be 2-1. There you go. So you're on the driver's seat, right? Still in
Yeah.
the driver's seat, and you're going to be hunting fastball. And another thing that we kind of like to look at a little bit is where you're spinning the box. So you're not on the back line. And something that you told me the other day, which I really liked, was you want to catch that breaking ball before it starts to have that nasty bite. Like you want to catch it at the top of the break. So tell me about a little bit where you kind of like set up in the box and why.
Yeah. So I always set up with my front foot. Like here, I'm a little wider. I normally set up with my front foot around the front part of the plate, and then I'm not really too concerned with my back foot. I mean, the kids at this level, no, like very good pitchers, but I mean, nobody's velocity is what's going to give me problems. So I don't want to be all the way back in the box. I'm more concerned with like nasty breakers, and the further back you stand in the box, the more those breaking balls can move, and like the later the bite, the nastier the pitch. So I don't really want to deal with that later action on the pitch.
Right, and that makes total sense because you also have quick enough hand rate. You don't have to stand in the back box to get to that velocity.
Yeah.
We're here 2-1. Oh yeah. Yo, this is the AB where yeah, okay. So now we get into the
Yeah, kid was balking for 4 innings. That was the first time they called it right there. Got a runner in scoring position. So now my approach changes to try to hit a ball with authority to right center and get the runner over at the least.
yeah, I think that one is an ideal approach, but two, we see that the coach is stalling a bit here. He's trying to throw you off. And you said we talked about this, we were like, that's not a bad move. Like trying to throw off the big guy in the box. You're kind of like puttering around a little bit, kicking the so like when this is going on, do you just stay locked in or like what are you thinking when there's like this little break in the hack? Are you annoyed?
I try to keep as my thinking as simple as possible. So I'm really just trying to stay locked in and just groove my swing towards right center, just kind of visualize me going to right center because I feel like if you can visualize yourself doing something, it helps you actually do it. And then yeah, right here the coach knows the umpire isn't going to change the call, but he's just, stalling the game, letting his pitcher get some rest, trying to throw off our guys offensively.
No, I didn't even see that little. You were like, "Come on, dude."
Yeah. I said something to the catcher right there. We were laughing right there.
Let's do that
So,
again. Look, you're like, come on.
like we know he's not going to change the call. Yeah, it just felt like we were moving in slow motion right here. Yeah,
Like, dude, I just want to hit. I've been waiting 3 years for this hit.
literally. First game of the year. I'm trying to get in that box.
All right, so we're looking at a 2-1. Okay, I like that swing. That's a good swing. What's that? A fastball again back in?
Yeah. That was his two seamer that started to run in a little bit. So I thought I was gonna get a barrel on it and just ran in a little. So kind of fisted me right
So
there.
I think that's more of a test to like the way his fastball must have been moving on you on that inside half because as we're gonna see at the end of this, like it's not that you had on swings, but it clearly was the ball was in to a point where your swing wasn't where you could get your barrel to it and get your arms extended.
Yeah. And I part of that's also my approach is going to right center. If you're gonna bust me in, it's too good of a pitch to take, I think. Like 2-1, like I can still do damage with that pitch, but the run gave me a little trouble there, so I fouled it off.
That's kind of interesting when you say that. So like if you're thinking right center, and you're looking to go away, and if you're thinking right center, because like we're gonna see in the last at bat, you were thinking middle. If
Mhm.
you're thinking right center and you get a pitch over the middle of the plate, it's gonna go to right center.
Yeah.
So if you are thinking right center and you get that pitch busted in, does that play with you a little bit because you're thinking right center, or how does that work? Like, because now you're trying to almost push it, or how does that work?
No, well, my approach is right center, and then once I see a fastball in the inner half,
You can
like
make that hit on the fly.
yeah, I automatically think turn on it, and then just the
Okay.
the running action on that pitch gave me some trouble.
Okay, that's kind of the answer I was looking for. Like, if you can make that middle of the pitch to like, okay, I'm just gonna turn on this.
Yeah,
So that's what I was kind of searching for. That's a good take.
yeah, that was in off the plate.
So that's an off-speed pitch
I think so. I believe that was an off-speed pitch.
because like that's a good take. That was in off the plate.
Yeah,
Damn. So you went fastball that you liked and you put a swing on it, and then you took the slow one on the inner half, and then you got to a 3-2 count and got this swing. So like, all right, let me hear you say it. 3-2 count. What are you thinking?
uh, I mean, with two strikes, you want to be on time with the fastball and try to be, on the later side of things. But yeah, I'm pretty much expecting fastball here, and he gives me one on the inner half, and it just keeps running. It was a good pitch by him.
So a little bit of a weird swing.
Yeah, a little bit of a kind of like a check swing because it kind of tied me up a little bit. Um, it was a fastball on the inner black, like too close to take, obviously, and then it just kept running and diving too. So it was a tough pitch
I mean, you
to lay off with two strikes.
yeah, with two strikes, if that's like a even a 2-2, I don't think that you're making that kind of swing. I think that 3-2 probably where you were definitely in swing mode and you just wanted to get it going, but he
Yeah.
came back in. So like I said, you just tip your cap and it's probably him.
Yeah, exactly.
So the question I want to ask you before we get into the second at bat is because I know that you like to watch your fair share of sports and fair share of baseball. So do you have a guy that you kind of like you like to watch, you really like to get into a swing and you kind of almost like not try to emulate him, but like a guy you really enjoy watching?
Um, yeah, I was just talking to my friend about this. I really like watching Ronald Acuna play. He's just he's a little flashy. That's not my style, but he has fun when he plays, and he's a very talented player. And you can tell he has fun and doesn't put too much effort into anything he does.
Yeah, that's your guy. I mean,
Yeah, through and through.
you're the GM, and he's going to be the guy who wins you a championship.
Yeah.
So we're here, bottom seven. You're coming off like a good at bat, but ended in a strikeout. So you're coming up to the plate, bottom seven, down one. I wrote down in my notes here, you've had 19 at bats in almost three college baseball seasons. So that's not a testament to how much you've been playing. That's a testament to how many games have been played.
Yeah.
So you are scratching, clawing, itching to get back in this box. Bottom seven, first game of the year. How do you manage those emotions and turn them into something that is going to make you perform better instead of kind of get tight?
Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths. It's all about the breathing. I think visualizing helps. And right here, you can see me take a deep breath before I get in the box, and I visualize literally a base hit up the middle. You can see we only have 2 hits and 0 runs, so we need something to get going because we're in crunch time right now.
Yeah. So I mean, this is a big at bat. And you texted me this morning when I asked you want to do the fourth inning and the seventh inning, and we were talking. You said this dude could.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a mentality. That's the mentality. Um, yeah, not trying to do anything too crazy. You don't need a home run. You just need someone to get the boys going. First pitch fastball, that's going right back up the middle.
Right up the middle. And so you can see what that leads to, which is second and third, no outs, bases loaded, no out. And before you know it, first 36, he's going to be crossing real soon, right?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, you're standing on the third, and Berkey's working this at bat, and you're just standing there. And then here it is. 1-1, baby. So, I mean, that's a huge at bat because, like I told you, like, it's not the difference in the game. Like, you can trust that your team would have still put up one, but that's a big situation and that's a big hit. So, I mean, it's a testament to you to put 2 strikeouts in your rear mirror and come up clutch when you need it. So, I mean, that's just props to you, bro.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, can't dwell on any of the past at bats, and we need a base runner. Simple as that. And I knew I had a good feeling I was gonna get a first pitch fastball, and that's what I was hunting, and that's what he gave me.
You guys are gonna have a great squad this year, and you're just getting started. So, we got a couple more at bats for the day. Like you told me, you had a good day. Didn't necessarily go exactly how you would hope, but you're just getting started. So, I look forward to hopefully talking with you again and breaking down some more baseball.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'll do this anytime. You know, I love watching sports.
Yeah, no, and I was talking with Will. I just got off with Will and I got off with Jordy, and they like going back and kind of talking through it because although we did this kind of the other day, like informally, uh,
Mhm.
it's not often you can kind of just sit there by yourself and talk out loud. Like it's not weird, but like it's not something that's like athletes like to do. But like when you can get in a space where thinking and talking and seeing, I hope that maybe you can take something out of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get a whole different perspective, and then conversing with you, like we said, with runners in scoring position, maybe just like take that first pitch if you're feeling a little anxious in the box. Just simple things like that. Being able to converse with somebody about your at bats makes it a lot easier to understand how they went and how to approach yours differently moving forward.
Right, and I definitely appreciated you coming on last because as much as I love pitchers, I like talking about hitting a lot more.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
It's it's just different. Like I like seeing like what a pitcher's thinking, but like I'm a hitter at heart, so I know what it's like to be up there in that box, and it gets me going.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right, so bro, I'll see you very soon. You guys got 2 Saturday against Coast Guard, and we're hoping that Babson comes back to Wellesley, Massachusetts 4-0.
Yes, sir. That's the plan.
Yes, sir. I'll see you soon, brother.
All right, catch you, dog.
Take care. So it's another great time with another great dude. Sean, he's got some big hits in the tank. So I mentioned 19 at bats in 3 college seasons. He's been scratching and clawing to get back on the field, to get back in the box. He works super hard, loves the game. He's completely got my endorsement, and he's playing left field right now, hitting the middle of that Babson order. So if they want to win a new MAC title, they want to win a World Series title, which they do. They all believe they can. Sean's going to be a cog in that middle of that order. So I appreciate him coming on. He's a real good guy. So this is number 3 of 3 for today. It was a great first day on No Limit Sports. I am super excited to continue producing content and continue just doing my thing. So I appreciate all the Bachelor dudes who came on and talked with me today, and appreciate the viewers. Thanks, guys.